So one of the things we talk about is content rage. That's what people feel when they're trying to find content that they want to watch. And we feel as a distributor, it's our responsibility to bring them experiences where they have content aggregation and discovery and personalization all within one UI. So if you stop by our booth here, that's one of the things that we're showing at Possible is the new UI and how easy it is to navigate, find the content you want. You could talk to your remote. You could say, hey, turn on HGTV, and you would just be taken right to that. Or you could say, hey, can you find me XYZ program that's on a streaming service? And we would take you there as well. So it's not just live TV or on demand. It's also across all the streaming platforms. So you have everything in one place.
So Rose, tell us what's happening in terms of programmatic and particularly in terms of live TV. We hear a lot about it. You all have been at it for some time. What's the opportunity and where is it going?
So we talk about all these different apps, streaming services, networks. The fact that you can use programmatic to be one source for a buyer to buy in aggregate, that's really important because it's important for us to make it really easy to buy any content on our platform, and that includes live sports. So DirecTV's legacy is live sports. It's one of the reasons people subscribe to our platform. And the fact that we can give you an opportunity to buy PMP or programmatic guaranteed or private marketplace biddable, and you could do that for a tentpole sporting event, that's really something that's unique and differentiated and that we're going to need to be able to support in the future.
So how do you make these programmatic buys relevant to the consumers? And what's sort of powering the relevancy around the programmatic buy, and what does it mean for consumers?
Exactly. So in my session earlier, fragmentation viewed, one of the survey questions was just around, what makes ads resonate with people, what makes ads resonate with viewers, and it's just that contextual and also just relevant, being the right ad at the right moment for the right person. So using audience targeting and supporting that programmatically. Again, supporting interoperable UIDs, like different IDs, that enables buyers to put an ad that's relevant to the audience next to the right content. And we can also support that with content metadata, which means programmatically you're able to target different series or genres. So there's really two options for buyers now. You can target a specific audience, and then you can also target, again, content metadata, where on the platform you can buy reality TV or cooking shows, things like that.
What about contextual information, contextual buying, which is related to this? How do you use contextual data in determining the sales?
Yeah, so I think when a brand comes to us and they ask us to put together a program for them, we consider what are they marketing. So if it's a beauty brand and they want to be around fashion content and like reality TV or something like that, whatever their consumers are passionate about, we can find those genres on our platform, again, across hundreds of networks and across millions of pieces of content. We can pull in those content IDs for the related genres, and we can enable them to transact on that programmatically.
Great, and finally, what's happening in terms of media investment? What do you find that brands and their agencies are really looking for, what their expectations are and how they might have changed?
It's a great question. Fragmentation is impacting everyone. So for buyers, their expectation is that they're able to manage things like reach and frequency in CTV the way they have in TV for years. And so I mentioned interoperable IDs. Those are really important for all of us to embrace and adopt, so that buyers are able to do that and manage buys holistically. And that's one of the things I love about a conference like Possible is we're all here as partners to solve these problems, and we can come together with platforms and enable these signals, content, audience, and that actually all together supports an ecosystem where TV buyers, it's not just CTV or TV. They're able to do all the things that they need to around, again, managing reach and managing like contextual.
And finally, as one of the biggest distributors, what would your hope be for the industry? You see so many people in the ad tech space here, the SSPs, the DSPs, the data people, the brand safety people. What do you think needs to be improved? What could make our sort of industry better?
I think we're at a point where the productive collaboration among programmers, distributors, ad tech, martech is at an all-time high. And I think if we can continue to do that, and on both sides of the aisle, for viewers, make the experience seamless and standardized, and also for buyers, make the experience seamless and standardized, then we're going to be in a really good place of those magic moments where we can connect content and advertising and drive outcomes. And it's just about collaboration.